Hey, Steve Stine here. Thank you so much for joining me for my 10-minute rock licks lessons, where we're going to be looking at different fun and creative rock licks that you can use in your playing. If you like this, please do me a favor, like and share and subscribe to the channel, and check out my guitar courses, namely my guitar course Rock Licks over at guitarzoom.com. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, in this lick, we're going to be in the key of A, and we're looking at more of a Dorian idea, if you know what that is, and then I'm actually going to be adding in the blue or blues note as well. So if we look at the key of A minor pentatonic here, what I'm doing is on these top two strings here, instead of playing just 5 and 8, I'm playing 5, 7, 8. And these two notes right here we could look at as coming from what we call the Dorian mode. Okay, so I'm adding in the major 6th and the 9th. And if you don't know what that is, it's okay. Just think about the fact that this creates kind of a symmetrical idea here, where I'm using my 1st and my 3rd and my pinky. You know, if you're not very good with your pinky, you certainly could use these 3 fingers as well. And then what I do on the 3rd string, I normally would have 5 and 7 from pentatonic, right? But I'm going to add in the 8, which gives me that, again, that blues note, or blue note it's often called. So I wind up with 3 strings that look very symmetrical. Now, there's lots of different ways that you can approach using this. It's a really fun way of expanding your pentatonic, you know, where instead of just playing and adding in that blues note, now we've got these kind of things that we can add in as well. But in this case, we're looking for a lick, of course, to do in 10 minutes or less. So what we want to do is, my lick is going to look like this. So what I'm going to do is just create a sequence here where I'm using hammer-ons and pull-offs. I'm playing 7, 8, 7, 5. And then on the next string, I'm just going to play 8, 7, 5 with pull-offs. But then I'm going to go back forward doing hammer-ons. So I have... And then what I'm going to do is connect back to the 1st string with my 1st finger at the 5th fret. So there's minimal picking happening here, really just once on each string to get the string vibrating. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down here and do 8, 7, 5, which then drops me down to this string. And I'm going to do that same idea. So I have... You see how I could keep going with this? Now, my original lick here in the demonstration, I'm just ending. You know, you could go to the A or whatever, but and it's really trying to keep all those strings quiet, right? You want to make sure you're deadening out everything that you don't want, and then using this hand as best you can to deaden the strings around you. Like when I go to the 2nd string, of course, my 1st finger is deadening the 1st string, right? By touching just briefly with this index finger. Because you really want to try and keep them as separate as you can. Even when you get up to speed. Okay? I tend to pick this a host of different ways, but right now I'm picking that one down, that one up, that one down, that one up, and that one up. But again, it wouldn't really make any difference. You could do it any way you want. And of course, with this idea, you could continue on. Right? I could do that on the next string and so on. So just a little idea to change up what you might be doing and especially if you're dealing a lot with pentatonic, this is a great way to expand it and create something that adds some energy. What's nice about faster licks is not that everything has to be fast, but everything doesn't have to be slow either, right? Sometimes when we do something that's a little bit faster, it tends to add a bit more energy in the solo. So it's something to take a look at. It doesn't have to be, you know, super fast or anything. It's whatever you want out of it, but just get you thinking a little bit differently. So hopefully this helps you. Do me a favor, if it does, subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. And if you're interested in learning more of this sort of thing, you can always check out my guitar course Rock Licks over at guitarzoom.com, among many other